Hi and welcome to another exciting edition of the Graduate in Agribusiness reality TV show. My name is Nuruddin, and if this is your first time watching us, I might say welcome to the family. This show is the only show right here in Ghana that gives opportunity to the young ones to venture into the agribusiness right here in Ghana. But before I tell you what we have for this episode, let us go and acknowledge our sponsors for this very program. We will be right back after this. Now that we know our sponsors for this very program, let me take you through what this episode will be about. The participants over the weekend have been given, series of training to secure their market, as advised by one of our renowned farmers right here in Ghana, that before you can be a good farmer, you must secure your market. So these participants are using this very principle to engage those who are in the market to be their very customers right through production processes. So let's take a clip on how they were taught on this very principle. We'll be right back from this scene.
The bottom line, the base price beyond which you will not go. And if the person doesn't buy, what do you do? So that is very, very critical. And the skills that you need to capture the order and close the sale. So you need to think through this as a process. You don't just get up and go and say, I'm going to sell. If you don't plan and prepare, you will fail. So the elements of personal selling, as I've put in the chart, are prospecting and evaluating your opportunities, preparing how to contact your prospects, then how you approach, how you make the presentation. If there are objections, how you overcome those objections and reassure the customer, and then how you close the deal. So then you've made a sale. And once you've made the sale, how do you follow up to ensure repeat business? Okay, so let's look at this one by one. So how do you prospect or evaluate prospective opportunities? So here it is about developing a list of potential customers within the segment that you are targeting. So you remember, we talked about understanding your market, segmenting the market. Now, when you've done that, when you move from that stage into now moving into selling stage, the first thing you have to do is to begin prospection. Okay? And prospection starts by preparing a list of potential customers within the segment. If you start by preparing and you are looking at customers outside of the segment, then you are confused. Then that's not your segment. So you need to be clear in your mind what segment you're playing in and who are the prospective or potential customers within that segment. So you have to prepare a list.
Now that we have in-depth knowledge about how to make our sales after our produce, it is better for us to also go to the farm and experience how we can actually harvest our produce and sell them to the market. Actually harder than mine. Charlie, am I doing the wrong thing? Okay, so what? Can I see it? We've gotten a basket full already.
But the size is small, so if you don't have this, next week by the time you come, it will start increasing cost because there is a spectre you want it in the green form for your salads and your stews. Harvest it in the small, it's mature, so it will ripe.
What are the conditions that you see this one is ripe?
The first thing is the color. When it's coming up, it's light green. You see, if it's mature, it becomes deep green, and then the outer surface becomes hardened if it's mature.
So with today's class, after our participants were taught on land preparation and the preparation of the nursery beds, they were made to harvest some sweet pepper on the APO farms. So Christina, share with us your experience. After this harvest, what's your perception about farming? Are you glad? Are you amazed? Are you excited about farming? Let our viewers know about that.
I'm highly impressed. When we came, we didn't even see the sweet pepper till we entered the farm. Looking at this small stretch of land, we harvested about 5 baskets of sweet pepper. So I'm very much impressed.
Hey, it's been an amazing experience here today on the APO farm.
And the journey has not yet ended. This episode has not yet ended. So watch out, sit, relax, and we'll give you more of excitement. This is Graduates in Agribusiness Horticulture reality TV show. See ya! After a long day at the farms harvesting our produce, now the participants were grouped into their normal groups for them to strategize on how to plan and be able to succeed in the market. So let's go and take that footage to us. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Still have fun with us while we are learning. We'll be back.
How have you been feeling? How has the day been? You are hungry? Yes. But you are at the farm, you could have cooked from your produce. Yes, you could have, not me. Okay, so the task that you just had, which is the harvesting, was essentially to prepare you for the way forward. So we set you that task just so you are able to appreciate that when you've gone through the challenges of preparing your farm, all the difficulties that you're confronted with and the joys that you're also confronted with, you get to the harvest point, and those represent for us the rewards or the fruits of your labor. Okay, but if you cast your mind back to yesterday, the enterprise workshop that we had, and the lessons of constituting your marketing mix, it is important to remember that at the core or integral to success of your enterprise is your ability to sell. It's your ability to create a market for your business, a sustainable market for your business. Okay, so if you've harvested your produce and you don't have a market, just like we did today on the field, what will happen? It will go bad. So all the fruits of your labor will come to naught because it would perish. So issues of perishability at farm sites are the things that we try to prevent. Okay? So based on yesterday's task, the first major assignment that we're giving you as individuals and groups relates to how you strategize for the promotion component of the marketing mix. Okay, so the task we are setting you comes in 2 components. The first component relates to you developing a strategy for the promotion component of the marketing mix. The second component, which will come after you've presented on your strategy, would be the implementation of your strategy on the field. So let me reiterate the point I'm making, the task, so that you understand clearly. If you don't understand, please let me know. But today, you've gone to the field, you've supported our farm hands to harvest. Okay. But we wanted to bring home the fact that if you wait till the time that you harvest without a market, you will have some of the marketing challenges that we spoke about yesterday. So how do we prevent that? The way to prevent it is to think through your promotion component of the marketing mix, at the heart of which is what? Personal selling. So today, the task that we are setting you, and I said that will come in 2 parts. Part 1 today is you strategizing for the promotion component of your marketing mix. You will then present the outcomes of your strategy to a panel, and we will give you the date for that. Thereafter, the second part of the task would be a field implementation of your developed strategy. Is that clear? Any question? Then get to work.
The promotion aspect of your marketing mix as a personal selling tool.
No. What we are doing is that, you see, yesterday it was about the mix elements, which we have products, price, place.
So as they've given them the task, let me find out how far and how due are they preparing themselves. So let me talk to one of the ladies here with the longest pen as well. So hi there, how are you doing? So what have you drafted so far?
So far, we are trying to pin down our strategies as stipulated by Mr. Albert, and that's what we've done so far.
Share one for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So far, we've been able to gather that as part of what we've been asked, it entails one-on-one marketing or sales with our clientele. And that's the strategy we are trying to coin right now. But I can't tell you much again. That's all. That's about it.
So she's finding it difficult to tell me because she knows that I'll go and say it to them. But moving on, let me talk to another group and find out what they've prepared so far. Hello guys.
Hi. Hello.
What's on the table so far?
We're trying to identify some of our opportunities once we go into the production of beetroot, okay? And then we know that there's an increasing demand of beetroot on the market due to its high nutritional value. So that's one opportunity, or that's one advantage that we have. And then due to its, there's a high possibility for you to add value or value addition factor that comes with beetroot production, okay? You can extract sugar from it, and then we also have the beetroot juice, and then the salad. The beetroot itself can be included in salad preparation, and then what else?
I can see you guys are really done your research, and I hope they nail it when they come for the presentation.
So the promotion is based on the harvest we did.
Yes,
So we harvested
the harvest we did,
sweets.
right.
Yes, we harvested sweets.
Sweet pepper.
So what is the strategy to
Be able to sell
be able to sell it?
So we should also give physical evidence.
So moving forward to the next group to find out actually what they are also thinking. I see, sweet pepper. Okay. So boss, what have you guys gathered so far?
We are settling or narrowing down on the medium we are going to use to promote it and then sell it.
So what medium have you gotten so far?
The case study is the green pepper. We are looking at the green pepper as a case study. So we are factoring the fact that we are looking at the size of the farm.
Okay.
That's also going to influence the kind of advertisements we are going to do or the promotion we are going to do.
Okay.
And since it's not a huge farm, we are giving emphasis to the personal sales, the direct sales.
Okay.
So now we are narrowing down on the avenue to use to execute the promotion and then the sales of it.
I can really see some seriousness going on, and I don't want to disturb them much. Let me move to the last group there and find out what actually is also, their plans of advertising and marketing their products. So let me talk to this group and find out. Hi guys, what's up?
Good.
So far, so good, right?
Yes.
So what's on the table?
Now, we are still working on the market segmentation. Yes.
What have you gathered so far?
Potential customers. Yes. So we are looking at the sources, the sales record, referrals, trade shows, press announcement, telephone directories, trade associations, and online searches. So these are the areas we are looking at.
Okay, so if the green pepper is harvested, what medium are you going to use to get to your customers?
Like like we said, we have so many means to which we intend, but then we would like to use the word of mouth strategy. So we want to personally go to the stakeholders, tell them what we have, because as we know, this is the beginning phase. Our production is not so huge that we can't advertise so much, and then people will be interested. We don't have the production to offer, so we want to go specifically to the people, tell them what we have, and when they buy into it, we will still go and then look for their validation, and then we produce to them.
Now that we know the mindset of our participants, it is also important for them to be vetted on how they can actually implement and execute their plans. The participants were able to show us what they have on board by doing a presentation via Zoom, and the facilitators too were also there to guide them and ask them probing questions as to whether what they are bringing on board is the viable thing they can actually execute on the market. It was very interesting to see that most of the participants were all set and ready to give us their idea. You could see that some of them were totally confused as to what they were being asked to do, and others too got everything on point. The facilitators were there as usual to also ask them questions that was mind-boggling, and everybody was satisfied at the end of the presentation. We could see that most of them had made good marks with their presentation. So to make sure that everything was done, it was now a big moment for them to also give out their marks and remarks about all that happened that day.
What I'm saying is that we are not doing theory yet.
Okay.
You get me? We are not doing theory. It's practical. Because in the in the business world, you can have all the theories, but when you get onto the field, it's a different ball game altogether. Your strategies, your approach will have to change. So I will ask that you take a step back, look at what you want to market, how you want to market it, and come again. Because from what you just told us, is as if you are not going to do your market research, find out what the market wants.
Okay.
Look. This is not a theoretical exercise. Okay, today you have a farm. What are you cultivating?
Now we are doing cabbage and lettuce.
Okay, so you have lettuce, which in 3 or 4 weeks, if you're doing lettuce in 3 or 4 weeks, you have lettuce to sell. So you need to be clear in your mind who you're going to sell the lettuce to. I don't know how long it will take for the cabbage to mature, but again, you need to be clear in your mind who you're going to sell to. To my mind, you guys are treating this like a theoretical exercise. Okay? You need to be realistic.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm fine by the grace of God, yourself.
I'm good. I see you've read a lot of textbooks on sales. As Mr. White was saying, there is theory and there's practical. And the game in which you are right now, it's a game where a lot of people in the theoretical field have fallen to their death.
Okay.
Get out and actually get into the field and start figuring out what the market wants, how much the market is willing to pay for what the market wants, and if you can afford to produce what the market is looking for in quantities and qualities that the market wants. Until you've done that, you haven't done anything. Okay? So at this point, I would strongly urge you to take a pause and get back into the marketplace and figure out exactly what the market is looking for and how you are going to meet that demand in the market before you say you have a market. That's what I have to tell you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Now that our participants have been able to present their sales plans to our facilitators, it is now important for them to set into the market and make some sales of their harvested produce. For now, they are going to engage with the customers in the market and actually see how it is useful for them to make sales and how, intriguing for them to actually have a one-on-one conversation with the customers as to whether they'll buy their produce or not. So this brings us to the end of another episode of the Graduates in Agribusiness reality TV show. My name is Nuruddin, and I want to say a very big thank you to the AP Company Limited for bringing Graduates in Agribusiness reality TV show to our doorstep. So catch us same time next week. We will be serving you with more episodes of this show. See you.